crucial amount. If you see me out of the night, to purple now. For the store, they run out of spread, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's in purple now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die, let I know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Open my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all I'm out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. I don't know if I can remember. I don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry or why.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. Occasional trial hauls, y'all know we have Music Monday, which is today, man. Pretty much, y'all know, pretty much is where we take a break from the sneaker talk. But speaking of sneaker talk, sign up for the Sold Out Discord. The link should be pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Or, of course, you know, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we've already had a discussion in that Sold Out Discord, and it is free to sign up. And, yeah, and also when I do, like, where I have pretty much people come up on that panel, man, I use it through the Discord, man. We use it in more ways than ones, right? Okay, so as y'all coming out, smash the like button for the kid. Y'all let me know if audio and visuals is good. I think I finally figured out what may be causing the lagging a little bit. I ain't gonna say it's perfect because it's still gonna be lagging just a little bit, but I feel like I can keep the stream quality good, right? Okay, so tonight's topic, man. I got 3 that I want to cover. I may cover one more, but basically wanted to make sure that I got the most current ones, and then I think we got several here. But Julio Foolio, the murder trial. Looks like the 4 suspects have been found guilty. No surprise, right? At this point, I mean, to be honest, the chick is the only one I think that was not, like, she took a deal. But she's not coming home no time soon either, right? Okay, so we're going to be talking about that. I think she actually has, like, a separate sentencing from the guys because I think she was trialed separately. But don't quote me on that because I got to get the update on this. So hold live is a legend and opinion. I don't know everything, so I just want to make sure I'm covering this real quick. We're also going to be talking Young Thug finally speaks on Rich Homie Quan, man. I don't know if you guys remember, but I personally remember. In fact, anybody would probably say who was around me during this time would probably say I was one of the biggest fans of Young Thug, and borderline still is. And I loved when him and Rich Homie Quan, it seemed like there was like an unofficial group, man. R.I.P. to Rich Homie Quan as well. I want to say that. I don't want to go any further without saying that, but it looked like him and Thugger was a group. They made some great classic music. Rich Gang Tour Part 1 was fucking perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I couldn't have asked for more better. It's like the unofficial hip-hop group that we didn't know, right? Okay, and then I know things kind of went for the worst. I don't know what kind of really threw it off, and we always wanted answers. Quan said he would always say he don't know, but that's his brother, and he still loved him. And then Thug never really spoke onto it. We got a little something tonight, but I don't think it's going to be much about that, so we're going to be covering that. I'm actually going to say probably the Julio Foolio part of the live towards the end, right? I'm going to do my very best to kind of say that for the end. And then we're going to talk CJ Wallace. Look like he has also, remember he filed a lawsuit, I think, with that whole Diddy stuff still going on. I think actually CJ Wallace, which I'm assuming, right, this is Biggie Small's son, because I'm pretty sure Christopher Wallace, that's what he is. This is like his son. It says It says CJ Wallace wins defamation lawsuit against former producer. So we're going to be covering that tonight. And then I actually do want to cover a couple more like smaller topics, but at the same time, I may or may not be able to get to them tonight. But I want to make sure I get the main ones out here. I'm probably going to start with the CJ Wallace joint, going to the Thug and Rich Homie Quan, and then go to Julio Foolio joint. And then if we go from there, I want to give an update to YNW Melly as well, right? Okay, we got to make sure we cover that as well, to be honest. So those are going to be some of my main topics that I'm going to hit tonight. As y'all come in and out, y'all let me know if audio and visuals is looking good. And let me touch the chat real quick, and then I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to get right straight to it, right? Okay, because I only plan on being on these joints for like an hour, and they already tend to go by very, very quickly. So it looks like we got Thomas Goldring Jr. in the building. Says, these guys made some dumb mistakes being in a gang over diss songs. And I'm assuming you're talking about the Julio Foolio and Ace Youngin, I believe is his name, right? And then, of course, like, I think it goes a little bit. I really hope that the beef, right? And we don't know because he wasn't a part of the trial, even though I think they used some of his music videos and stuff like that. But I don't think he actually did the actual dirty work. I don't know if he had him set up or anything like that. So again, Whole Live is a legend. But to be honest, yeah, it was kind of one of those like, man, it's one of those talk about where beef just kind of goes too far, in my opinion, right? This is my thing, man. I have like issues with several people, you know what I'm saying? But I don't even think about keeping it in the street no more, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? I seen people, I'm doing my best to get, as I get older, not to really go that route, you know what I'm saying? It never really went that route, you know what I'm saying? If Dunks was here, he'll tell you personally, man, like me, it takes a lot for me to get there, you know what I'm saying? To be honest, when I get there, but, you know, for the most part, I'm usually just a chill person, man, even with my ops, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's worth putting your life on the line, taking somebody else's life, losing a life. I mean, there's certain rules and stipulations to each situation, but I mean, for the most part, man, if you look at the interviews between Julio Foolio and Young and Ace, right, both of them said they didn't have no problem with each other, you know what I'm saying? And I know they were speaking there probably for legal purposes, but I mean, to be honest, neither one of them would ever go into detail about what the issue was, right? And to keep it 100, I gotta give them credit where credit is due on both ends. And this is gonna sound bad and probably not so good, but we gotta give both of them credit for keeping it street. You know what I'm saying? If anything, looking back on it, I bet you this whole situation between the two, I bet you they're like, man, it should be respect. You know what I'm saying? If you think about what like YFN Lucci and Young Thug, right? Ironically, we're gonna be talking about him tonight. Either one of them could have easily, like, probably tried to sell each other up on the bus to get lesser time. But if you really about that, you're supposed to keep your mouth closed. You know what I'm saying? So I will apply the gentleman on that. Now, is it the smartest situation that somebody lost their life behind a situation? No, man, not at all. Not a fan of that in any way, shape, or form. But let me test the chat real quick, and then we're going to start with CJ Wallace. Then we'll go to Young Thug, and then we'll talk the Julio Foolio murder real quick. It says, Wild Boy SK in the building says, yo, I just got the special box from Blue Towel. Nice, man. I had looked all over trying to catch that joint online, man. I think I'm going to try on sneakers tomorrow, but right now I couldn't find that joints in no like skate shops and stuff like that. So I know it's pretty limited on sneakers, but it doesn't hurt to give it a shot. So congratulations, homie. Appreciate that for sharing the information. Hopefully you got it up in the sold out Discord as well. I think I'm going to try to go for them. I mean, if I don't hit, I'm not going to chase them on the resale market, but if I do hit for retail, why not? You know what I'm saying? Divine Photos in the building says, cop the Knicks Air Force Ones. Nice, nice, nice. I got to get caught up on the Discord, man. Y'all know me, man. Through the week, my job, and I'm thankful for it. But when I tell you, when I get in that joint, man, they keep me busy around the clock, man. I dive into the Discord when I can, but, you know, I got to make sure the bills and stuff is paid, man. So I'm going to catch up when I get up off the stream. I got a couple videos to edit, and then y'all know we got more content on the way as well. But let me share my screen. We're going to start with the CJ Wallace joint. Then we're going to go to the Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan. And then we will talk Julio Foolio's joint, right? Okay. And then if we got time, I'm gonna try to throw a little bit of like young YNW Melly like segue into this joint, man. Sorry for the butchering of the words, but give me like 2 seconds. I'm gonna share my screen here. And as y'all coming in and out, don't forget to smash the like button. Really, really, really goes a long way for the kid. But sharing my screen here, and Boom. You guys should be seeing my screen. Hopefully visuals is still looking good. I know I got my, like, when I have myself down on the Music Mondays, I know my screen is a little bit higher. I kind of did that on purpose, just kind of playing with some views. Pause. But it says, CJ Wallace wins defamation lawsuit against former producer. It says a default judgment was entered against the producer Jonathan Hay, who had been given interviews accusing Wallace of setting him up to be, and I'm going to use this carefully, SA'd by Diddy. So again, I don't think that's necessarily true. And then they said he won it by default. If I had to guess, that means the other person didn't show up, so you get a default judgment, which, again, that's still a win. I think the person still has a certain amount of time to, like, reply back and or appeal it or what have you. But, I mean, to be honest, this is why you don't make, and this whole live's alleged, but this is why you don't make false claims on people. Why y'all think I say it so much through the live? And to be honest, man, I really don't make any of these assumptions at all. All I do, research this, I see the same thing you guys see, give my 2 cents on it, but I have no dog in this fight. You know what I mean? We're going to keep going here. It says, CJ Wallace, the son of the notorious B.I.G. and Faith Evans, has won a defamation lawsuit against ex-producer on Wednesday, May 6th, which was just like last week. Per court documents obtained by Complex, a default motion was entered securing a win for Wallace against his former producer, Jonathan Hay. Last year, Wallace filed a defamation lawsuit after Hay gave interviews where he threw a number of now official defamatory allegations at the son of the rap legend. So, I mean, he made some stuff that obviously, in my opinion, you're innocent until proven guilty. I don't think you can prove it. And if he got a default judgment, I'm assuming he didn't even bother even showing up. Now, that doesn't mean you get the stuff right away. Usually the person has a certain amount of time to appeal it, this and the third, if he has a good legit excuse, or if the judge wants to redo the case or redo it over, they can, or bring it back and give the guy another chance to actually defend himself, because you do have the right to, be represented. You do have the right to defend your situation. Now, if you keep avoiding the joint, the judge can keep doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this happen with several, like, mainstream rap artists, right, where people sued them. They never showed up to court. They didn't care. They kept it gangster. Got a default judgment. I don't think that people ever really... People like that, though, is like, you come take the stuff. I don't even really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you don't hit my main bag. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, if I feel like you're going to hit my main bag, I've seen it where people move stuff in everybody's name but their own. You know what I'm saying? Again, some of these guys really are what they rap about, right? But let's keep going real quick. It says, among the accusations in the interview where Wallace had engaged the actual relations with Diddy, the former co-founder of Biggie and Evan's former label Bad Boy Entertainment, Wallace witnessed or engaged in criminal behavior at Diddy's freak-offs, and that Wallace set Hay up to be SA'd by Diddy. Again, I don't believe that at all. And I'm not saying it's not true, but I mean, to be honest, man, how old is this dude, man? You know what I mean? And I'm sure he is an illegal adult, but and not to defend Diddy, man, but he may do some wild stuff in the bedroom, but I don't think he would go this far. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this seems far-fetched. But I feel like you can sue anybody for anything, and I feel like they have to at least, even though they're going to throw your case out, I feel like they still have to, all right, we got to at least entertain it, because what if it's real? You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to look like the bad guys. I get it. But it says Wallace won his defamation suit by default after he unsuccessfully attempted to serve Hay 17 times at 2 of his Florida addresses, followed by a substitute service, all of which Hay declined to respond to. Damn, he served this dude 17 times. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of one of those, like, bro, we keep trying, can't find a guy, he won't do anything, this and the third. So, yeah, I get it. Says throughout the legal proceedings, Wallace claimed that Hay allegations were preceded by a failed Biggie remix project. Wallace and Hay 2020 collaboration Ready to Dance was released as a single, but reminder of the song went unreleased because of low interest, creative differences, and alleged erratic behavior from Hay. The project falling apart, Wallace said, led to Hayes' calculated smear campaign. So yeah, he's been talking ish on him since then, right? He says in a separate SA complaint, One of the mentions many of the same allegations incidents Hay discussed in his interviews was filed by Hay against Wallace and Diddy Los Angeles Superior Court last July. The case is ongoing. So again, it's kind of one of those that was a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? The producer sued him over Diddy freak off allegations. I remember actually covering that. But again, you can't just make these type of like assumptions about people without having some like, if you know it's true, then you don't have to worry about it. But I mean, if you know like you shouldn't be speaking on stuff like that, man, to be honest, if you ask me, it's not worth the risk, dog. So I mean, get what is owed to you. You know what I'm saying? If homie even has anything, you know what sucks? And this is why a lot of people, not saying him, but just in general, why people don't even sue sometimes, because like some of these people like make all these allegations. Say like against Chris Brown. Chris Brown them don't take legal action. You know, Cardi B did, and she see what she's going through. I don't think she got one single dime yet, but she's kind of proving her point. And I get, we've seen it across where several platforms would say, like, I know a lot of people say they don't want to sue because it costs them more money and it's not worth the risk. I mean, we could take it all the way to Megan Thee Stallion. She sued a lot of like people who spoke on her name, and not all of them won. You know what I'm saying? Some of them she won, but even the one she won, it's like what she's getting from the person is like you spent more in attorney fees doing that. But sometimes that's just how it's going to be. Same with like Cardi B situation. I'm pretty sure she spent more in attorney fees to get this where it's supposed to be. But at the end of the day, you got to weigh out your pros and cons. But I get it. If you don't show a person that, hey, don't play with me like that because I take it very serious, then they're gonna keep, people are gonna be inclined to keep trying it and see what sticks against the wall. I think Boosie had allegations against him. He had to take legal action as well, you know, and he takes it very seriously. You know what I'm saying? And as he should. You know what I'm saying? But let's go and transition on to the Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan brother. Trey shots over loyalty doubts. Let him rest. And I agree, man. I always say this. I don't really like to speak on the dead too much. I always say let the dead rest, man. As a person who's lost very people that's close to him, I don't even really like to speak on it unless you just was there or you know the people. But I guess in this case, I would give Thug a pass. You know what I'm saying? Thugger, while expressing that he misses his late rhyme partner, alleged that Quan was going to testify against him in his RICO trial the week he died. This is my thing, which I don't know if I would want to say that out loud because that kind of brings speculation, Mr. Thugger. But at the same time, innocent until proven guilty. But this was posted May 8th. But this is my thing with this, right? I don't think he would have testified. Even if they would have brought him up there, he would have been probably no better than, say, what's his name? Woody. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Woody them spun them through all types of circles. Dog had him laughing and everything. Quan them probably knowing him, he would have showed up and probably denied any and everything. You know what I'm saying? Quan doesn't spark me as that type of person. As much as he been in and out of legal trouble as well, yeah, I don't think he would probably waste his time either. I mean, even if he pulled up, he probably wouldn't even really do anything. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep going right here. It says, Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan's brother have been going back and forth online over questions about the late rapper's loyalty. Now, I will say this. When they beefed, we didn't know what they were beefing about. I know Rich Homie Quan had pushed the limit, probably talking about Thugger. But, I mean, I remember they had traded shots at a concert where I think, like, Rich Homie Quan was kind of implying that, you know, I'm not with that Thugger stuff, wearing the dresses, this and the third. But rumors is he was wearing the dresses because he had, you know, how should I put it? He was moving a certain way, right? And the type of stuff that he was carrying, pause. This does not sound right at all, but that's why he was wearing it, allegedly. Now, I remember Quan was saying, you know, I'm not with that Thugger stuff, wearing the dresses stuff, this and the third. And then I remember whenever they said, shout out to Rich Homie Quan during one of Thugger's concerts, and he said he called him Bitch Homie Quan. So it's always been some little tension there, but I don't think we'll never get the full-on answer. Thug, believe it or not, man, say what you want to say about him. He's been involved in a lot of stuff low-key that he probably don't want to come to light for real. But he needs to learn how to keep his mouth closed and speak accordingly, too. But at the same time, this is something that we feel like we wanted to know for years. But it says, coming up together, Thug and Quan found fame as a part of the Rich Gang and released a number of collaborative hits, including Lifestyle, that was a classic one, Get the F Out of My Face, and Mamacita. And they got a plethora of hits together too, man. But those are some of the big ones for real, pause. Lifestyle, I remember that joint, when it took off like a rocket. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, literally, it was vibing everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I listened to that joint on repeat forever, man. It was one of my favorite Thugger and Quan songs, you know what I'm saying? But it says, however, by 2015, the pair's relationship began to fracture and the fallout went public, with each of them making comments about the other during shows, interviews, and social media. I told you. And that's the reason I noticed without even kind of reading it a little bit. I live this joint, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually really love their music. You know what I'm saying? Together, Birdman, he did what he had to do with the executive producing, you know, call it for what it be. I'm like, wow, this was actually pretty nice. But it says Thug took to his Instagram stories earlier this week to express that he missed his friend who died in 2023. RIP to Rich Homie Quan is who he's referring to. He added that never switched up on Quan, which ruffled a few feathers with Quan's camp, especially his brother Rich Homie Dre, right? Okay, which that's who he goes by. Young Thug reflects on Rich Homie Quan in the new IG story. Never switched up on him. So I'm assuming this is what it is right here. And this is posted up on X. See if we can bring this up to the next page right here. Cool. So yeah, this is kind of what he posted up here. It says N-word just saying anything. He literally called him bitch homie. I told you. Everybody kind of lived this like. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you can't feel bad for somebody you were close to. Maybe he was just upset at the time. And I don't want to defend him. But I mean, you know how when you're upset, you say a lot of things you may not really mean. You're just kind of frustrated. It says, during this, while knowing Quan can't say anything, it's so corny. So Thug, to be honest, man, coming out from behind the wall, he hasn't been having the best of, like, love lately. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound like I'm hating or anything like that. But it says, after a number of people called Thug out for the post, including Rich Homie Dre, who suggested pride and ego were to blame for Thug and Quan's fallout, he responded by giving an example of an incident involving YFN Lucci in which he stayed true to Quan. So remember YFN Lucci and them, they were beefing with Thug them. And I guess if I had to guess, Quan probably didn't want no part of it. So he stayed mutual because he kind of made music with both. You know what I'm saying? Because they were on the same label. You know what I'm saying? What is it? The Think Is a Game label? Says, I didn't F with Lucci because Quan didn't. He says, he felt like Lucci did a song with the N-word that dissed him on a song. Wasn't my problem, but was my brother, so I was with him. Then he stopped effing with me because he thought he was bigger along, which he spelled witch like, he spelled it like a witch. But anyway, I had no problem with, but now y'all pussies want to post about a real N-word to Quan. Okay, so I mean, to be honest, it was a lot of and to be honest, I see where his brother is talking about. This honestly does sound like an ego because I mean, to be honest, Quan had his own success at the time, his own buzz kind of bubbling, and then we got to give him credit where credit's too though. But when they got together, it was on another level, in my opinion. He says he continued that no N-word on this earth gonna tell you I switched up on them N-words. I'm the definition of loyalty, and almost every N-word I know has switched on me at least once. So, I mean, all your crew, you saying they switched up on you. You know what I'm saying? Thugger went on to claim that Rich Homie Quan, who ultimately went against him at Rich Homie Dre, Quan went against me and my N-word. How was it was my pride? If you homie do some BS towards you, you supposed to reach out first. So, I get it. So, I'm assuming since he felt some type of way first, right? I'm assuming since he feel like Quan switched up on him first, Quan should have been reaching out to him first. But if I'm not mistaken, Quan did reach out several times, man. They're like, hey, man, let's get this part 2 out the way, man. Let's, you know what I mean? He really did. But them two falling out, it really kind of messed hip hop up because they had a great thing going, in my opinion, man. So I kind of hate that it even stopped to begin with. Where we going real quick, it says, what followed was back and forth dispute over loyalty. He says, when my boy was here, N-word had a chance to converse with him. Dre wrote, sharing that an old interview with Quan that all wanted. That was his last interview before he left. He was resting and he's mad disrespectful to speak on someone who replied to alter the fire or speak themselves. So he's saying, yeah, he shouldn't have been speaking on it. But I think this is the video right here that he kind of spoke on the joint. I'll see if I can play it because it looks like it's a video. But I'll see if we can play it. Fair use, hopefully. But it says, in another post, Dre wrote, people will always kick you while you were down or simply just watch you. They will never grab your hand and pull you up. But when you get up, everyone wants to be all for you. Choose wisely. the company you keep. That's a fact. If he didn't say anything more like wise and important, definitely watch the circle you around, man. Because to keep it 100, I've been there before too, where my circle was super bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been there, and I don't really want to recommend that for anybody, man. So to be honest, make sure you choose who you like, your company that you keep wisely. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can play this real quick. Let me see, because I don't know if this is just a video. I think this is just an image, even though it looked like a video. Rich Homie Quan final interview, but I don't think he actually played it. And then we're gonna keep going real quick. I don't think this one actually plays anything either. So this is where he said that, please. And I think Quan knew he was gonna get all the love when he was gone. Everything he spoke on about really happened. My boy was tired and drained, and he's now at peace. Please let him rest. Hurts me to know that this is all occurring now, but that's the way life is. You can't change or control humans. You can only do the work within yourself. That being said, never worry or stress yourself out about what you can't control or what isn't going the way you think it should. Love yourself and become the best version of you. This dude is giving some great, he's dropping some gems. So I gotta respect it for the positive energy here, man. Cause to be honest, man, sometimes I could, take it off mode where I feel like, man, I've been putting all this in, this and a third, man. As long as you feeling yourself and you good, and you got positive energy, man, F the rest, man. Respectively. You know what I'm saying? It says people will always kick you while you're down and simply just watch you and will never grab your hand. Yeah, we kind of read that part. And this is true. People will do that. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, while you on the grind up, a lot of people going to tell you, it's stupid, it's boring, this and a third. They're going to make fun of you. You know what I'm saying? They call you, I can go on forever. You know what I'm saying? But then when you finally start to reach some traction, them same people going to be there like, oh, we go back this and a third. Like, nah. When I was out there putting the grind in and wanted a helping hand, even though me 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna probably neglect it or turn it down. But when I wanted a helping hand, you wasn't nowhere to be found. You was sitting there just watching me struggle, trying to climb out. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, if you put in enough work and you keep trying and you learn and you figure out what's causing you and you find out your roadmap and your success, you'll get there. Sometimes it just takes longer. Some people's paths is just a little bit longer than the others, man. It says, in the midst of the exchange, Young Thug, who wishes he could have patched things up with Quan before his death, alleged his rich game partner was going to take the stand against him in the RICO trial the week he died. So again, he's saying that he thinks he was going to take the trial. I mean, his name may have been on the list, but that don't mean, it just depends on what he was going to do. We all said the same thing with Gunna. He never got up there. You know what I'm saying? They never called him. And I think the way Gunna's deal was set up, he didn't have to, but the way he was like, yes, ma'am, and it just wasn't a good look. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to ride it out. That's another fallout that I kind of hate that happened too, man. So that whole beef situation, man, you got Thug kind of riding by himself. They don't patch it up with YF and Lucci because he kept it solid, but you can tell it ain't all the way great there. You know what I mean? And then the whole, pretty much, I guess you can say YSL joint is kind of no more. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, it don't feel like it anyway, even if it is, right? But it says, Rich Homie Dre told them he was about to take the stand on me this week, the week he died since he alive. I still love him and wish he was here, though. I know I wouldn't have walked past him sleeping on the floor, Thug wrote on the IG story. Rich Homie Dre then questioned the claims, telling Thug he was tell Thugs he has receipts, to which the best friend rapper replied, I don't need receipts, sissy. It's in black and white. R.I.P. Quan. Condolences to mom. Dad knows I love him like my own, and I have always been respectful, and I was there for him when he was through what he was going through. So he's saying he don't need receipts. His receipts is, hey, look up my court documents, bro. His name's all over. That's what he's saying. So I kind of get where Thug is coming from with this one. He says, Quan was on a short list of potential witnesses in the YSL trial and was subpoenaed by prosecutors. However, there's no evidence that he was actually set to be called as a witness. In fact, the day after Quan's death was announced, Thugger lawyer Brian Still spoke to the situation in the courtroom. Says the prosecution said that Rich Homie Quan was coming to the court and he would be testifying. Still said the prosecution did not call him. He was on a short list. He was under subpoena. I have a good faith belief that the state did not call him because they gave the information about the relationship with Young Thug. So again, We don't know this, but even Brian still kind of said, man, let this go. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, you lame as hell. Go with that, Captain. So I think this is one, I don't think this is one you actually play right here. These are just stuff that he posted. You know what I'm saying? So these two kind of went back and forth for the longest on these social medias, man. It says, Young Thug followed up with a post putting Quan's death on people around him, claiming that it was who they were responsible for providing the Atlanta rapper with the drugs that ultimately killed him. Rest in peace, man. I cannot say that. You know what I'm saying? All this because I made a post reminiscing about a person I spent a lot of my career with as a friend and brother. He wrote, we all make mistakes, but I'm not the reason he died. Y'all are. I always told him to stop drinking and stop popping pills. Y'all made sure he had them when he woke up. My thing is this, right? No disrespect, right? And I can't prove this, so I'm just going to go alleged, right? But if y'all were brothers like that, I mean, it doesn't mean Thug was necessarily doing it, but at the same time, I mean, dog, I could have sworn y'all was on the same type of time. You know, that's a nice way I could put it. Now, I could be wrong, right? I could be completely wrong because I wasn't there, so alleged. But I mean, at the same time, right message maybe from Thug, but wrong messenger, respectively, dog. He says he had sorry Pops for the goofy ish, but these N-words coming at me because I posted your son and great regards. So that was his thought process on that one, man. So I kind of get it. You know what I'm saying? Thug kind of was on some positive things, and then seems like, you know, there's obviously still a lot of like hurt wounds through the whole situation, man. So I gotta understand where that's coming from too, because losing a loved one really, really stings, dog. So RIP to rich homie Quan, and let's go ahead and go to this Julio Foolio murder, and then we're gonna cover both these topics. This will probably take us out for the night. If I can squeeze in pause. But if I can squeeze in YNW Melly update, I will. But if not, I'll push it to next Music Monday. But it says Julio Foolio murder trial, 4 suspects found guilty. They could face the death penalty. Because if I'm not mistaken, they're being tried in Florida. Whole lot of alleged, but yeah. And they don't play. The death penalty is a real thing. But they, even when you're sentenced to the death penalty, they don't just kill you like the next day. You got a certain amount of time, so they're going to sit around for a long time before it probably happens. Alleged. Says the 4 suspects in the murder case of Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio have all been found guilty on first-degree murder. Right? On May 8th, in Tampa, jury reached a verdict in the case after the 8 hours of deliberation. Suspects Rashad Murphy, Sean Gethright, Devon Murphy, and Isaiah Chance were all found guilty. Rashad, Gethright, and Devon were also found guilty of lesser charges. Wow. But if they're getting, if they get the max, you might as well let it run concurrent, right? Especially if there's death penalty on the table. Says the 5th suspect, which we got a topic on her real quick. We're going to transition on to that. Alicia Andrews was found guilty of manslaughter last October, right? And again, manslaughter is like unintentional death, meaning she was there, she was involved, but she really wasn't involved. She just kind of was along for the ride. So that's why she's getting the lesser of the two. But manslaughter still carries anywhere from 2 to 15 years, man. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? You may get the short joint, but if the judge could give you the max too, you know what I'm saying? Respectively. That's why, honestly, man. And another thing, right? Let me throw this out there. Y'all think some of these crimes through if you're gonna commit the crimes, right? Think about how far technology has come, right? If you got a cell phone on you, it's a tracking device, respectively. If you go, there's a way you can go on your iPhone and it can tell you where you was in the last, like which tower. And to be honest, with this 5G technology where the towers even have to be even closer to make that signal work, they have to be like really almost every X amount of feet apart. Honestly, they can tell you, they can get your precise location of when you hit the certain tower and boss off another tower and where you at. You know what I'm saying? Busting your cell phone or all that doesn't take away that if they subpoena the cell phone company to give all your records, respectively. You know what I'm saying? And even still, you got to hit or miss on that. You know what I mean? It's still a hit or miss. To be honest, the only way to get up off the map, you know what I'm saying? You got to give up you got to go old school, man. You know what I'm saying? But you can't find a payphone, and a burner phone. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? Because if they find the burner phone, they're going to catch it. Cause you know what I'm saying? But if they know you got a plan, like most people do, then yeah, they'll just go straight to that. It's not that hard for them. Probably a little bit of headache. You know what I mean? But it says now the trial will move on to the penalty phase where jurors will decide whether to sentence the men to life in prison or the death penalty. Foolio was shot and killed on June 23rd, 2024. So if you think about it, we're in 2026 now. So it took a couple years to get through this. It says After coming to Tampa to celebrate his 26th birthday at an Airbnb, he was eventually asked to leave due to having too many people at the residence, causing him to attempt to get a room at a nearby Holiday Inn. And this is where things probably turned to the worst, right? You know what I'm saying? Where we at real quick, it says, that's when the four men who had been allegedly tracking him through multiple Tampa nightclubs that night shot at his car, and someone else in the vehicle attempted to drive away. Foolio died at the scene, RIP. Authorities have claimed that Foolio's murder was due to a war between the multiple Jacksonville gangs. They claim that 6 Block, which Foolio has allegedly belonged to, was in an ongoing altercation between the two alleged gangs, right? Or the two allied gangs, right? ATK, which is Ace Tops Killers, which is per prosecutors connected to rapper Young and Ace and 1200, but he was not a part of it though. He wasn't there. We don't know if he orchestrated it. We don't know if he called it. They haven't really been trialing him for that or anything like that. So at the same time, until then, as far as I'm concerned, and it's until proven guilty. But I know this thing ain't really hit the same since, homie kind of lost his life over this. You know what I'm saying? He did. But Foolio gained natural attention in 2021 due to his feud with Young and Mace after the latter dropped Who I Smoke, allegedly dissing the former fallen friends. Foolio responded with several diss tracks such as Beater Box Remix and When I See You. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, I get it, but these guys, yeah, man, not over something that you guys made songs about that went crazy and now y'all got to do this. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, we got to stop the violence, man. So let's go ahead and talk about Alicia because she is the 5th subject, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the 5th suspect. So 4 men found guilty. She got a manslaughter deal. Says Julio Foolio murder. Before sentencing, Alicia Andrews' attorney argued conviction should be thrown out. Now this is May 11th, so this is breaking kind of right here, right? Okay, I'll see if I can play a little bit of this right here. The Julio Foolio murder hearing for the convicted suspect. Fair use. See if I can get this going real quick. Just a quick little fair use. Let me see if I can play this one real quick. Hold on real quick.
Today, a woman convicted for her role in the murder of a Florida rapper returns to court with a special request.
This is
Alicia Andrews is one of 5 people found guilty in the death of Julio Foolio. Today, she's expected to request that she be acquitted or granted a new trial. And Fox 13's Kelly Cowan is live to tell us
why she thinks she should be acquitted or granted a new trial. I'm very curious. Let's see.
Hi, good morning, Kelly.
Good morning to you. Yeah, and we know her 4 co-defendants were also just found guilty last Friday. They face a possible death sentence. Now, that was never on the table for Alicia Andrews. She was actually tried separately. She was not facing a capital punishment possibility, but she was facing that first-degree murder charge. Jury ended up finding her guilty of a lesser charge. What she's in court for today, though, is to argue that she should not be sentenced at all. And that's because her defense team was able to actually get the judge thrown off of her case. So Judge Michelle Cisco is no longer going to be.
Wow. So they got the judge thrown off the case. She may low-key get a new trial. And I'm assuming the approach they're going to take, which I don't know if this is going to happen, but they got a new judge. They're probably going to ask for a new trial, which they already have. And then if they get a new trial, they're going to ask for probably to let her get bail until then. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not saying, I don't know. This is kind of one of those touchy subjects. Cause I mean, if she really just was there and didn't know all this was going to go down, I get it. But I mean, I don't know. Some strange reason they feel like she was a part of it too, right? But keep in mind, she was tried separately and she got manslaughter. So, I mean, maybe so. But let's see real quick. Let's keep going real quick. Fair use.
Presiding over the sentencing portion of this case. Her attorneys were able to successfully argue that Judge Cisco showed bias against her. They were able to show that she was favoring the prosecutors, and also they said that on several occasions she attempted to humiliate the defense in court. Here's one of those especially testy exchanges that we saw.
Okay, yeah, because I didn't watch her trial like that, but let's see real quick. This is one of the fire exchanges when she was in trial. Let's go.
During the trial, this was captured by Court TV.
And it's inappropriate.
This is why everything that's happened in this trial is on the record. Everything's been videotaped. The conduct of everybody involved.
Right.
Okay? And the failure of the defense to tell their own witnesses not to talk about the case is inexcusable. And that's a matter of record.
Well, also,
we don't want to discuss it any further. I don't. We're done.
Wow.
So a new judge has been brought in, but
that judge just got frustrated because they already knew they was playing games and stuff like that, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Some judges don't put up with the BS. Even if you think about the YSL case, right, with Thugger and them, even his judge got thrown off the case. You know what I'm saying? And he got a new judge. Remember that? It can be
Andrews' defense is going to argue that she
attorneys.
didn't get a fair trial at all. They say that the judge made consequential rulings that helped shape her guilty verdict. She was found guilty of manslaughter back in October, but she, again, has yet to be sentenced. Prosecutors,
If I'm not mistaken, that's the video right there when the actual shooting went down. If I'm not mistaken, right there. They drove through and shot that joint up.
say that she helped her boyfriend and 3 other men track and stalk rapper Julio Foolio as part of an ongoing gang war. Now, he was ambushed and killed outside of a Tampa Bay hotel in 2024. And like the 4 other men involved, she too faced premeditated murder. A jury, however, acquitted her of conspiracy and murder, and again, convicted her of the lesser charge of manslaughter.
Yeah, she really got, to be honest, dog, respect, she got a break because it could have been a lot worse. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it real. It could have been a lot worse.
At a minimum, Andrews is going to have that new judge for the sentencing phase. But once again, she is trying to argue that she needs this entire verdict tossed out or a new trial.
All right, Kelly Cowan, live for us this morning. Kelly, thank you.
All right, so yeah, she's trying to argue that. Says Tampa, Florida, Alicia Andrews is back in court for sentencing, but her defense team is asking the court to go much further, right? Okay, so, I mean, I get it. They got a new judge, maybe buy her a little bit more time, but I don't see the results not being any major difference, right, if you ask me. It says Andrews was found guilty of manslaughter in October in the connection with the killing of Charles Jones, the Jackson rapper known as Julio Foolio. She was tried separately for the 4 male co-defendants and convicted of a lesser offense. Her attorney now argues she should not be sentenced because they say she did not get a fair trial. Why was the judge removed? And that's my question too. I wanted to just cover this real quick as we get ready to wrap this joint up here. It says in January, Andrews' defense team successfully got the judge Michelle Cisco removed from the case. Her attorneys claim that Cisco repeatedly showed bias against Andrews and her legal team, including favoritism toward prosecutors and the attempts to humiliate the defense. Wow. It says in one exchange captured by Court TV, which we watched that video, Cisco admonished the defense attorney in the court saying, "Miss Herrera, stop. I didn't ask you to talk. You need to stop right now because you've been making faces throughout the entire trial." I get it. You know, judges, them, you got to come. If you ever been to court, dog, and this is why I can't really fault Gunna for this, but you got somebody who's got, you know, a certain amount of, like, in their hand with your life, you know what I'm saying? You trying to come home, so yeah, you got to be respectful. If you've ever been to court, they don't call you by your first name. It's last name, Mr. Jones, Mr. So-and-so. All right, I need Miss Parade step, I need Mrs. So, like, everything is so formal. It's annoying as crap, dog. To be honest, after I did my last legal joint, I said, I ain't never getting in trouble again. On God. I'm like, bro, like, this is really annoying. You got to dress up. You barely get to speak anyway. And as you can see, if the judge tell you to be quiet, you got to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes half of them don't even be listening respectively. You know what I'm saying? I've stood in some ones that don't even be listening for real. It says, what is the defense arguing now? Andrews' attorneys say that Cisco made several consequential rulings that helped shape the guilty verdict. They are asking that the new judge to either overturn Andrews' conviction or grant her a new trial. The defense has challenged several parts of the trial, including jury instructions, the handling of the domestic violence evidence involving Andrews and her boyfriend, and rulings about whether the jurors should have heard certain evidence. And I always say that about certain things too. Some things I feel like they should not let them hear, especially, you know, if it has nothing to do with it. And I argue that with the Diddy case, respectively. But it says the state case, prosecutor said Andrews helped her boyfriend and 3 other men track and stalk Jones as a part of their ongoing Jacksonville gang war. Jones was abused and killed outside of the Tampa hotel in 2024. The four-man charged alongside Andrews were found guilty of first-degree murder Friday and could face the death penalty. So that's the update on that one, man. So for like the last 5 minutes, I'm gonna see if I can squeeze in pause. One last one for the road real quick. Update on YNW Melly. I know this was May 8th, but I want to make sure I cover this right here because he did try to go up for bail again. And, I mean, the guy's been getting denied bail left and right, man. So let me cover this real quick for like the last 5 minutes. Judge denies YNW Melly bond again. His lawyers criticize ruling and point to alleged to a WAC shooter. Melly was accused of the fatally shooting two childhood friends in 2018. Think about it. Homie's been locked down for a long time, right? A judge has once again denied YNW Melly's bail as he awaits a double murder trial. TMZ reports that the rapper's lawyers, Drew Fenneling and Carrie Hawkout, slammed the judge's decisions to keep Melly behind bars until he retrial in January 2027. The pair compared the situation to a judge's recent response to the treatment of the man who attempted to assassinate Donald Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The irony is that the last few days, the nation saw the United States migrate a judge against to an individual accused of attempting assassination of the president for his mere days in solitary confinement, and not a word by the court ruling the 3 years. Melly's attorney told the outlet the man that we're referring to is Cole Allen, who is a late April open fire at a hotel where the White House Correspondents' Dinner took place earlier this week. During the hearing, the judge shared their concerns over Allen's treatment in prison and apologized. Allen was on suicide watch, suspected, subject to repeated strip searches, and held in isolation from the prison's general populations. He says, "I'm very troubled by what they indicated conditions that you have these suspects subject to." He told the Alley NBC, "I'm sorry, it sounds like things have not been this way, the way it's supposed to." So again, they can kind of compare this situation to an ongoing situation, but I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I think Melly should get some type of, like, I don't know, at least some type of bail, right? You know what I'm saying? He's been locked down for quite some time, to be fair, right? Okay. And let me keep going real quick because I know the stream is starting to skip a little bit. We're getting right at the top of the hour here. I'm about to wrap it up. Pause. But it says, after the judge comments Allen removed from suicide watch, but he still has been separated from other inmates for his safety. As for Melly, his attorneys say that he suffered inhumane conditions during his 7-year incarceration, with the last 3 in solitary confinement. If you think about it, homie has been locked down for like what? Literally 7 years, dog. To be honest, man, it's like, damn, even if I already said, if you look at it, we go to trial and the judge don't hit him with the book and they're like, hey, yo, cool, you get 15 years. He's already knocked out 7 because he got to get time served. I mean, to be honest, he could easily just come home. You know what I'm saying? Probably because when it's state, you only have to do 50% of the time. So if you like literally get like 15 years, and think about half of 15 is literally probably right at 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Or like 1 more year, which would probably be like 7.5 years. He would probably be able to come home with no problem. You know what I'm saying? Let me read the last little part of this, but I mean, that's wishful thinking too. It says, in a collective decades of experience shared by the defense team, we have never encountered such a cruel treatment comparable to what Mr. Demons, is what they're saying, even though I think it's demons, but a lot of people say Demons, has endured. Filing the Hawthright added, numerous colleagues across the legal community have likewise expressed disbelief and outrage at the conditions imposed in the case. It says Melly was accused of fatally shooting his childhood friends, Anthony Williams and Christopher Thomas Jr. in 2018. He went to trial in 2023. Though it resulted in a mistrial, his next trial is slated for January 2027. So, I mean, that kind of comes with the game. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's tried for bail several different times after that. And, yeah, no luck at all for the kid. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. And respectfully, we're not saying he did it or he's guilty of anything, but at the same time, you have to know, right? With these murders and stuff like that, they're gonna take that stuff very, very seriously. You know, there's several other murder cases I could have talked about tonight, but at the same time, it come with a game, man. So we're coming up on that hour mark. I'm about to get ready to wrap things up here. This is perfect timing. I got to cover everything I really wanted to cover. We covered the Julio murder suspects found guilty. So the 4 men are pretty much looking at the death penalty. And we also did an update on the 5th suspect, which she was found guilty of manslaughter. So she's trying to get her joint thrown out or get a new case. We did an update on CJ Wallace. He wins his lawsuit for the defamation joint. You know what I'm saying? We covered Young Thug speaking on Rich Homie Quan. You know, they had been not seeing eye to eye for quite some time, but it looked like Thug was just trying to pay homage, but it kind of backfired on him. And then also we did an update on YNW Melly's case where he got denied bail once again. So yeah, pretty much that covers everything for the night. Appreciate everybody coming through and showing love as always. Definitely smash that like button. Sub up to the channel if you're new and if you haven't done so already. Of course, you know my name is Jeremy Jones. What I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional Tron hauls, and you'll know we have Music Monday, which is today. I'll be back live on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, smash the like button, sub up, sign up for the Sold Out Discord. Link is pinned in the comment section and it's free to sign up. Of course, you know my name is Jeremy Jones, and yeah, man, I'm officially out this thing. Peace.
December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. Good enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December, but my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God enough I can remember. God enough I can remember.